Hey guys, we are live on Facebook.
We's live right now.
And we're gonna give you guys a tutorial on painting technique.
So for all of you late night DIYers.
Yeah, really. Ours always happens because our kids go to bed really late, and then we can't find supplies. So we've got this wall that we are gonna paint like the rest of our living room. Not this color, but it's too light of a color, so we're just going to show you in this really nice brown so that you can actually see all the details. But we've got our paint pan, our brush, and our drop cloth, our other paint pan, and our roller step ladder. We're going to show you guys how to cut in and how to roll the best way, because this guy's a pro at it. Also, there's going to be a follow-up blog post with everything that you need to know about picking out a sheen, and also links to some of our favorite products. So,
Okay. So the brush I'm using
you don't have to tell them that. I'll link it. But go ahead.
is a 2.5 inch angled brush, medium step. So when you cut in, and let me move this ladder and move down the hall.
Okay, hold on.
You want to let your brush do the work for you.
I don't know how to flip this around now. Hold on a second. Okay.
So you want your brush to fan out when you're cutting. And if you ever leave a line, don't leave it there to just dry. It'll show mark when you're completed. So when you're cutting in, always come below and then use your brush to brush in that line.
Oh my gosh, she's so good at that. You guys, I'm not kidding. I'm terrible at this, which is why I probably would have, like, to
You just
paint.
want your brush to fan out. You're going to have excess on your brush, so I don't go right away because it'll leave blobs in that corner. And I'll bring up from what I did underneath. First coat's always going to take a little longer. Second coat, you can kind of fly by and just kind of skim coat it. I typically won't roll around or brush around outlets and stuff. You'll use your roller, it goes a lot faster. But the same, you don't want to bring a whole lot of paint into that cut.
So why would you do this instead of using tape?
Because tape bleeds through.
So,
Tape, and it takes forever.
Okay, so if instead of taping off,
If
on
you tape
the
off your
ceiling,
ceiling, you're going to bleed through and it's going to bleed all over your ceiling when you take it off.
That sounds gross.
Paint bleeds.
Paint bleeds. So yeah, that's for first coat cutting technique.
Yeah, and always feather out.
Can you show me over here how you cut in really well? I know that you said you do a roller, but like I just want to show.
So don't go into the cut with the first mark, and then just let your roller or let your brush do. And always fan out your brush marks. Don't leave a line.
Why?
Because it'll dry and you'll see a line.
Oh, okay.
If you leave a line like that without fanning that edge out,
okay,
it's thicker than everything else.
Okay, you want to show us how to roll?
Go into the roller. Everybody,
Rolling with my
these are things
homies.
everybody knows, typically, usually.
No. I kept telling him, tell people these things like I need help with this stuff.
I didn't put enough paint in here because it was just for...
So he's getting a fair amount on his roller, but then he's making sure that it's not sopping wet and really drippy.
Always use a drop, because when you use a roller, it likes to flick little specks of paint, depending on how fast you go. When you're rolling, the same thing with brushing. You're leaving a line right here, so don't leave it thick to dry and keep going. You want to come back over that and get that line out, so it's not going to dry so thick. Same with your tops. We'll come over and fan them out lightly over it. And typically you'll roll into your brush coat and then lightly roll over the top to make that transition smoothly.
Would you suggest cutting first or rolling first?
Cutting first, yes.
Okay, cutting first. And then rolling. And then, I mentioned this on the blog, but, hi again. So I mentioned this on the blog, but when you do your paint, you're almost guaranteed to have to do 2 coats, which is kind of a bummer because you get done with that first coat and you're like, yay, progress, and then you realize you have to go back over it again.
Second coat will go faster.
Second coat will go faster, apparently. But anyway, he's so good at it. And here's a trick. Just be really bad at it and then ask other people to do it for you. We did go through and, of course, like, remove all of our outlet covers. And then, like Ryan said, you can roll right over those. Do you want to show how to do that?
Yes.
So if you guys can, I don't know how well you can see this, but like there's not a thick line of paint right in here because he's coming into it pretty nicely. And then we're gonna have to paint this ASAP. This is nice. This is the first wall you see when you walk in our front door.
It's a great color.
So we're gonna have to repaint that quickly. You guys better be thankful. We're doing this for you, painting our wall this lovely color that doesn't match the rest of our house. Anyway, so yeah, after it dries, then you're gonna want to do a second coat. Most likely, when would you ever have to do a third coat? Ever?
Depends on how light of a paint you're going over a dark paint.
Oh, okay.
You might use primer and then 2 coats of a lighter color.
Okay, if you
You've
guys...
just seen my mouth move on the screen.
Oh, sorry. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below. This ended up being a lot faster tutorial than I thought it was going to be, probably because Ryan is so good at it. Yeah. I guess that's it for now. Check out the blog post. I will link it below this video shortly so that you have good links to all the supplies that we like to use. Again, if you have any questions, write them below, any comments, and we'll be happy to answer them. Bye, guys!